Okay, this is going to be a quick video of how to read one of the stock cards on the Oak Growth app. Probably one of the most important parts of the app and one of the most important things to be able to break down and understand. So if you want to literally just go to either search stocks or you can go to screener. For example, if you want to run the FTSE 100 screener, this is going to give you the four most undervalued companies on the FTSE 100 right now. We're going to do a bit of here's one I made earlier. So we're going to look at 3i Group, and here's a larger picture of the stock card. So at a glance, you can see straight away the share price, and the next thing you want to look at is the intrinsic value. So the intrinsic value is what the business is generally worth per share if you calculate the discounted cash flow. So here you can see this intrinsic value for this is £40, and it's currently trading at £25. This is just one of the first valuations that you would do. The next one we're going to look at is the MOS, the margin of safety. This is basically saying that this stock is on discount at the moment, but one of the later questions you want to ask yourself is, why is it on discount? Sometimes if something's cheap, it's not just a bargain, it's cheap for a reason. So but as you analyze stocks, you want to have your checklist, but these are some of the initial things that you would start with. So once you've looked at the margin of safety, we're going to come down here to the Buffett score, I call it. The BP score out of 100, so this has got a 89, which is good. And this is basically looking at value, quality, momentum. And there's a bit of a key down here, and I've kept it quite faint so it doesn't dominate the card, so you can just kind of focus on these numbers here. So value, is it cheap? Are you paying a good price? Is it cheap for what you're getting? Quality, is it a generally well run, profitable business? Do they return money to their shareholders? Do they pay dividends? This company does pay dividends. And momentum, the M stands for is this company trending up or is it trending down? At the moment, it's at a buy signal. That's what this means, which means on the chart it's trading around a kind of support level. So when something's at support level, you'll get a green buy signal. When something's trading at a resistance level, you'll get a red signal, as if to say, hold off before buying this, as it's probably a little bit too expensive at the moment. Next thing we're going to look at are the Buffett pillars, which is kind of one of the main things on the stock card. So the first one is moat. This basically means, does the company have an advantage against its rivals? Does it have a good debt to equity ratio under 0.5? Does it have strong ROE, return on investment, 15% plus? The next one is MGMT, which is just short for management. Is the company managed well? This isn't just a kind of abstract speculative thing. This is, numbers. Does it have a good PE ratio? PE under 30. Do they return dividends to its shareholders? And the next one, economics. So is it a good business? Is there a good return on equity, like around 18% plus, good cash flow, etc.? And value. Value, is it cheap? Are you paying a good price for this company if you to buy it at £25 a share? And yeah, that is basically the four pillars. We also have this other valuation ratio, relative valuation. This means what it's worth relative to its competitors. So in the financial, this is the sector, financials. Within the financials, this has got a good relative valuation. Below, you can also see what the stock has returned on average the last 10 years. And you can see below that an analyst forecast where the stock could be in a year, where it's conservatively likely to be, and where it could be worst case scenario. And also we have this, which is the most recent news. So after this news, stock went up 6%. One thing about these stock cards as well is only relevant news will be attached to these stock cards, nothing speculative. There'll only be speculative news attached to these stock cards if there's been some official news as well. So if you're looking at something like this piece of official news that's made the stock price move, you'll then be able to see speculative news. But if there hasn't been something relevant, there won't be anything speculative. The whole point is this app provides relative news. And as you can see, when the news came out, the stock price did move. So it would have been something relative, not just directors' dealings or something like that. And that is literally it. That is how you read a stock card. So we've got current share price, intrinsic value, Buffett score, quality value, momentum. We've got the relative valuation, the Buffett pillars, and what it's been returning the last 10 years. And that is it.